So last night I hosted a jam with some friends, and a bunch of players came out, bass players, guitar players, and they're asking me about pickups. And what is the difference between factory and boutique? Like, what makes that different as opposed to just changing amps, pedals, string gauges? And the conversation came about because one of the guys there had a set of my pickups, and he said, "I absolutely love them, but I got to get used to them. It's different." And what he was talking about was the dynamics. So factory pickups primarily are compressed. They're designed to be safe. And boutique pickups are more dynamic. And what I mean by dynamics is when you play lighter and softer, it's going to be cleaner. And when you dig in, you're going to get some bite. And you don't really get that with factory pickups. And I've always said that's why guys with factory pickups, in the blues world where I hang, that's why they might kick on some pedals to get some more dirt, to get some more grit to it, because whether you're playing light or heavy, that pickup is kind of outputting something compressed, where a boutique pickup, and this isn't just B-tones, right? Like, I'm not trying to say this is anything magical, but boutique pickups in general, when they pay attention to all those scientific things that most people may not understand in terms of specs and how that works to make something pickup wise, that gives you those dynamics. And the difference from pickup model to pickup model or maker to maker, that comes down to very subtle differences in terms of wire gauge and tension and winding speeds and all these other things. But ultimately, that difference between factory and boutique is essentially the dynamics. And of course, pickups sound different based on where that resonant frequency sits and how much it, comes off when you're playing. Like, that'll change the tone too. But ultimately, I wanted to just make this video because I got that question a lot last night, because there was a few players there playing my pickups and saying they sound great, but like, why? What is the difference? Guys will know the difference between an amp, but maybe not understand why a pickup would be different. And that's essentially what it is. It's the dynamics in the way pickups are made. And that pretty much comes from any boutique maker that's out there. Their pickup is going to be substantially more dynamic. It's just finding that pickup that hits the tone that you're after. Then you don't have to work all your gear downstream as hard. So if you've ever wondered what's the difference between boutique and factory, that's pretty much it. And for some people, it doesn't matter. And for others, it does. It just depends what tone you're after and how tone obsessed you are, and whether or not you want to go to the trouble of putting pickups in. They're a little bit more difficult to do that than it is to just buy a new pedal or buy a new guitar. Cheers.